Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I want to make a Wolf Among Us 2 discussion on Snow White because I talked about her before and you guys were interested about it. There was something that I don't know if I talked about, but I'm going to talk about it anyways because I'm pretty sure I didn't go into a full discussion about it, but I want to talk about the possibilities of Snow White and possibly being a playable character, which is a little bit iffy of a discussion. I'm not sure how I would feel about it, but I thought it would be interesting to talk about with you guys. Now, as we all know, basically they confirmed that Bigby and Snow White will be returning in The Wolf Among Us 2. And by the way they made it look, it seems like Snow White has pretty much a big role in Season 2. And that's great to hear because everyone loved her and Bigby's relationship dynamics. Something I was wondering, which Telltale has done in the past, is it possible if we could have a second playable character to, in a way, further the gameplay and like try something new? Because what Telltale Games is trying to do, which is different than other games, is that they're trying to make Wolf Among Us 2 like a good sequel, but they're trying to, in a way, top the original, if that makes sense. And something that I feel like would be a great possible start is maybe adding a second playable character. And this is a little bit controversial. I'm not sure if adding Snow White as a second playable character would be good, but it would be definitely really interesting to see them having 2 points of different view and see them maybe at Bigby one location, Snow White another location. And since she's like a different playstyle than Bigby, she won't be exactly like, you know, full on beast mode. She will have to like strategize and think of maybe other ways to combat if there is a combat system with her, with maybe like, I don't know, like a screwdriver or something, I don't know, but there is issues with there being a second playable character, and I'll go on with the pros and cons. So the pro is, we basically had Tales from the Borderlands, and that game featured 2 playable characters, and the way that game worked is that both characters, they were completely different. They were at different locations of the episodes, like during different time periods. Like for example, Fiona was in one area and Reese was in another area. But I feel like this would be what they would do if they would have 2 playable characters, have Snow White in one area, and then have Bigby in one area, and then when they come together, you maybe play as Bigby throughout the whole game or something like that. I don't know. That's the way I would imagine, but Fabletown is a pretty big area, and I feel like they can make that work somehow. And I don't know, I feel like that would be definitely a really interesting concept, and that would make Wolf Among Us 2 in a way unique and different than others. Now I'm going to go on to the cons that are obviously big ones. The Walking at a New Frontier. Obviously everyone knows what a New Frontier is. A Walking at a New Frontier, basically, what they did with that game is they basically had Clementine in the game, and she wasn't the main playable character anymore. She became NPC basically, and she was only playable within flashbacks, and Javier was the main character. Now, as far as I know, Javier was well received. He was actually like one of the best parts about A New Frontier, that everyone loved Javier, but definitely the biggest issue with A New Frontier was that they didn't go with the exact same playstyle of Clementine and Javier, both being like the same playable characters within the same timeline, while they did that for Reese and Fiona. It wasn't like Reese was only in flashbacks or Fiona wasn't in flashbacks, but they for some reason made Clementine NPC. I would assume just because it was a little bit complicated to like make it playable within the game, I would assume, but I don't know how that would be difficult. I would just assume maybe they were in a way rushed. So for Wolf Among Us 2, I definitely know they're not rushed. So it'll definitely be interesting to see what they would do. Now obviously people are definitely gonna want to play Bigby more than Snow White, because Snow White doesn't really have anything with her during combat, if that makes sense. Bigby is obviously the big bad wolf, and people will have more fun with him during combat scenarios. While for Snow White, she definitely, from what we've seen, her being the mayor of Fabletown, that could be interesting, where maybe we can make choices involving her being the mayor. And I don't know how far they would go with that, because from what I understand, Bigby can technically make those choices. Like he's helped Snow White in the past make decisions and can stop her making decisions. So I guess in a way you don't really have to play Snow White because you can in a way influence Snow White by playing as Bigby. But I don't know. This was a discussion I had because they were obviously implementing new ways for Wolf Among Us 2 to be unique, and people would assume that Bigby would have like more of a gameplay aspect than just adding other playable character. But I feel like it would be cool if we played as Snow maybe during one section of the game, and obviously not throughout the whole game, because the game is obviously called The Wolf Among Us, and definitely with the introduction of Snow White in The Wolf Among Us, definitely a lot of people really did enjoy her. Obviously I know she's in the comics, but I don't know. It's definitely hard to see where they can go during this direction, especially with, we don't really know what they're doing with Wolf Among Us at the moment. We just know that it's officially back in development, and they obviously are finished with the story. But yeah, I find this really interesting just because Telltale Games has done playable characters in the past before, multiple playable characters, with like Walking the New Frontier, Tales from the Borderlands, and Game of Thrones. And Game of Thrones was definitely like the biggest one to have main playable characters, which was a lot. It was like 5 playable characters, and they somehow made that work. There was definitely some issues, but with Wolf Among Us, I don't see there being any issues if they were to have 2 playable characters with just Snow and Bigby. I would find that interesting, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I personally am a little bit stumped on this. I don't know if I want a second playable character, but it would definitely make Wolf Among Us 2 unique and special in its own way. But yeah, what other ideas do you guys have? Because I'm very curious. I don't know. I feel like there's more they can do with Snow White's character. I think they are doing that in the Wolf Among Us 2, but I don't know if she's gonna be playable or not, because it's hard to tell, really. It's just hard to tell, because obviously in Wolf Among Us 1, we didn't have any playable characters. We just had Bigby Wolf, that was it. He was great, he's awesome, and obviously people are hyped to see him again in the sequel. But yeah. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, share, subscribe. It really helps out the channel a lot. And yeah, if you guys have any other discussions you guys want me to talk about, be sure to leave them down in the comment section down below. I do plan on covering the new Suicide Squad game. I really do love DC and Marvel, so I thought that would be interesting to do. But yeah, I'm gonna go, so I hope you guys do enjoy, and I'll see you guys later for another video. So I hope you guys have a good day, and see you guys later. Goodbye.